If you've been driving an EV for more than a minute, you know the Electrify America prayer. You pull into a Walmart, see the familiar green towers, and just hope the screen isn't black or the cable isn't derated. Recently, 2 EA stations at area Walmarts have been upgraded. Today, we're going to go check out the new Gen 4 balanced units to see if EA has finally fixed the experience or if it's just a prettier way to get a charging fault. Hey, how's it going? If you've been watching my videos, you know I'm not a big EA fan, especially their Walmart locations. They have long left basically to rot, it seems. Usually, a lot of times broken, rarely getting full power. On that end, EA's been on a kick lately, trying to upgrade as many of these units as fast as possible, whether it's by choice or, and my speculation is that Walmart's kind of giving them a nudge saying, hey, get this equipment improved or get off our lot, we'll put our own stuff in. Either way, hopefully it's a win for us as drivers. And that's what today's going to be. I'm going to drive out to the 2 new locations, check out the area, see what they have to offer, and get them in the rating system. And stick around at the end, got a little surprise for you. But now, I'm going to keep drinking my Dutch Bros Iced Americano and get on the road. I'll see you there. Here we are at the first stop. This is the St. Charles Walmart, 1161, just off of Zunville Road and I-70. So good location right away, easily on and off 70. Looking around the area, plenty of places to eat. Panda, Applebee's, you can grab stuff inside Walmart, of course. You got a Popeyes right across the way. Sam's if you really want to hoof it, but nothing 24 hours. So there's a deduction there as far as local amenities. What I'm also not seeing, obviously, no canopy, no trash cans, no squeegees. I guess I do credit trash cans if you walk into Walmart or any of the restaurants. I guess they're going to have trash cans, so I'll give them the trash can point. I might still haven't totally decided it. Really nice location in the parking lot, same place where the old station was, the old Signet ones, if you remember seeing the ones with the big hole at the top that hardly ever worked properly. But these are the new balanced version 4s. They call them the Hyperfast 350s. Which, how these work is each of these 2 pedestals run off the same switchgear. If only one's plugged in, it can get up to 350. As soon as someone else plugs in, you're going to be sharing power. So, which is better than the other way, where it was just whoever plugged in got it, and the other one generally didn't work. Let's get plugged in here real quick. I'm not going to stay plugged in too long at this one because it's freaking expensive. 56 cents. Spin around. 56 cents a kilowatt hour. Don't want to stay plugged in too long, but I want to see that the system works and see how fast the handshake is. Spin around. Oh, there's the click. We got a blue light. Come over here. I have plug-in charge, so this should work without me doing anything. Pardon the quietness while we wait here and I just babble along. We are authorized. I am watching a timer here to see how long this actually takes. Initiating. It is welcoming me. I have not heard any contactors click yet. No fans start up yet. Oh, there we go. We got a click. That was the wrong button to push. There we go. And that was right about 45 seconds, so definitely not Tesla speed, but I've seen them go a lot longer than that too. So, yeah, so I've rolled in pretty high here. I don't expect it to peak out, but it might. It's already. Sorry, I'm watching my kilowatts here. Yeah, I'm just at too high state of charge to get full juice. So that's about what I expected. Anyway, not a terrible location. Obviously, got everything in Walmart, plenty of restaurants around, right off of 70. Pricing's too high, no canopy, no squeegees. Speeds up to 350 kilowatts, so that's always good. And just, it's nice that it's new equipment and it works. All 4 screens are up and showing operational. So if a bunch of people show up, shouldn't have any problems. So good job, EA. This is now a stop that I would not turn people away from, aside from maybe the pricing. But you can get their member pricing. That reduces it down a bit. But my ratings are always based on general highest peak time of day charging. With that, I'm going to give it a couple minutes here, put a little juice in. I don't need much to get to the next stop, and I'll need a deeper charge there to get back home. We will see you at the next stop. So here we are at stop 2. We're in Collinsville, Illinois, over on the other side of the river. But yeah, the Walmart here also just got another 4-station EA upgrade. Let me get the camera switched around. Do a quick look around here. Once again, there's food. There's a Louisiana food thing over there. Little Caesars if you need a pizza. This one, unlike St. Charles, there is a Starbucks in the distance next to a Wingstop, so there's food available there. Of course, we are at Walmart, so there's plenty of food available in there as well. No real 24-hour options close enough to count. There is like a Waffle House and possibly a 24-hour Walgreens. And there's a Taco Bell. They're open late, I guess, if you're running in the evening, late after hours. Once again, no trash cans, no canopy, no squeegees, but I guess, once again, trash cans as you go into Walmart. And I give them, like I said, I give places credit for the trash cans on there because most people are going to plug in and run inside, much like the Volkswagen people. So let's get plugged in, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about Electrify America and what is going on with them. Do my little flippy thing. One nice thing with these Gen 4 units is much better cable management than other places. Let's see. Good click. Got a blue light. Look at my clock. Let's see how long this one takes. Bet you it's going to be about 45 seconds. If you can see this, this screen is absolutely nasty. Sorry, you can't really see what's going on here. It says connecting. Please unplug to start a new connection. Oh, that is not a good sign for a brand new freaking station. Let's unplug. Troubleshooting in real time. Plug in. Blue light. There. Come back over here. If this fails again, I guess I'll move down and try a different one. I don't know if this, we are authorized. Must have just had a bad connection, but not good. Plus, we're this ID4 pulled in right next to me, so I'm going to be balanced on them and stealing each other's energy here. 48 cents a kilowatt hour, so a little better than the St. Charles station. Still not great, but not terrible. And it's still got to be about a 45-second handshake. I didn't look at my timer before this one restarted. Hopefully. Eventually. There we go. Alright, yeah, it's still too high a state of charge. Don't know if we're going to get, I don't know if I can get my camera to see there, right there. Right there. Right there. Yeah, we're not going to get much. My state of charge is too high. It's nice looking 94. It's one of the newer ones. There's a Leaf over here trying to figure out. I don't know if they can charge now because there's no CHAdeMO plugs. Everything is CCS. Yep. And I know EA is starting to roll out some NAX adapters, or NAX plugs, but not here yet. Probably not on these smaller stations. So good location right off 70. Plenty of food, Walmart, everything around. Biggest knock is no canopy, no squeegees, and the pricing could be better. I'm going to talk a little bit about Electrify America. And of course, I'm right by an interstate, so hopefully it doesn't pick up too badly. The thing with Electrify America, a lot of people don't realize, is they were born out of Dieselgate, actually as a penalty for Volkswagen for everything that went on with Dieselgate. And so Volkswagen had to invest like $2.5 billion over 10 years to start Electrify America. The problem was they were only tasked with starting it, not really maintaining it, and that's why so many stations have fallen into disrepair and have just been kind of left behind. Now that we're 10 years past and that penalty period is over, EA is kind of digging out of the dirt now and trying to refresh, trying to improve their image. And, well, this is a darn good way to do it because these are nice stations, good chargers. I wish that ID4 hadn't pulled right next to me and stolen half the power. But, hey, that's what happens when you're in a balanced system like this and each one doesn't have its own dedicated power. It is what it is. But, yeah, just a little information about EA for those who didn't know. They were born out of a penalty and they're finally exiting that period and trying to get a foothold and improve the company. So I'm not going to complain. I like these new chargers. I will definitely not avoid these stations like I do the older ones. Hopefully Bloomington, especially if you watch my Chicago road trip around Christmas. Hopefully that one gets upgraded soon because that is a station that I would like to utilize more. That's an ideal stop for me if I'm trying to do a one-stopper from here to Chicago, which I have family up there, so I do that enough that it matters. Sorry, no mic at this point, but as I was heading in, I noticed real close to the chargers, trash cans in the parking lot. So there we go. That's not like giving them a free point. They earned that one. With that, I'm going to wrap it up here in Collinsville. And once I get back home, we will go over the scores. And I will see you there. Surprise! No more floating bubble on a spreadsheet. I got fancy. Let's dig into the numbers. Got my cheat sheet down here. What is no surprise is both locations scored the exact same. Go figure. Running through them real quick. For trash cans, squeegees, and canopies, they both get a half a cup for having trash cans available, but no canopies and squeegees. Distance from the major thoroughfare, they both scored a full cup of coffee for being right there off the interstate. Max available speed, both 350 kilowatts available. It's a split system if two plug into the same pairing. I'm not sure how often that'll happen, but even if so, you're still going to get a pretty decent charge. And that's only if both take more than half. Nearby amenities, they both get a half a cup for being by a bunch of restaurants, a Walmart, but they can't get the full cup because there was nothing 24 hours nearby. As far as price, they actually both scored a half a cup. I thought St. Charles was going to score 0 for that, but I realized my half a cup goes up to 60 cents per kilowatt hour, which maybe I need to rethink. So they both scored a total of 3.5 cups of coffee, which puts them right in the middle of all the rankings, which are linked in the description on the Google Sheet. You can look at any time and see where things are. I would put them at the upper portion of the middle grouping there. I like the locations being with the Walmarts. I like the new hardware. It worked good, even though the one took a second try. That could have been my car. Who knows? I like what EA is doing, whether it's on their own recognizance or because Walmart's forcing them to. Either way, it's a much improved experience over the other locations that I have previously dealt with. And hopefully, like I said, that Bloomington really needs to get upgraded. Sullivan probably does too. I just don't use it as much as I'll use Bloomington. I believe that's all I got for this episode, video, whatever. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe bubble that's going to pop up. Drop a like, get in the comments, let me know what you think. And if you like this video and want to see more, YouTube's going to put one here, maybe over here, probably over here, that they think you would also like to watch. So with that, I will see you at the next one.